Hello everybody. Let me know how you're all doing. Let me know you can hear me. Hi Kentucky, Kiki, St. Elmo's Fire, Ashleen, Transcendent, Carly, Adele. Hey Crystal. Yay, you could. I know my voice carries. It's really loud. Sorry. I have a voice that carries. Oh, thanks, Stuffy. I appreciate you. Hi, Faith. Hi, Lime Skittles. We're better. That's a funny name. Hi, J-Cat. Hi, Nikki, Sheila, Lisa, Lynn. Hey. I have a broken chair tonight, so if you see me fidgeting, that's why. I got to get a new chair. Hi, Gina. Hi, Yama. Hi, Mama Bear. Thank you for that. Hi, Christine. Well, welcome. We're a pretty chill group. We're pretty laid back most of the time. Saturday night was a little crazy, to put it mildly. I don't think anybody saw that coming. I don't know how to say your name. I'm going to say Vera because I have no idea how to say the first part. Hi, Cindy Lou. Yay, Carly can comment. Hi, Laura. Hi, Heather. Julie. Hey, girl. Hi, PJ. Woohoo, it's a party. Thank you. Thank you, Vera. I just wasn't even going to attempt. I knew I'd butcher it, so. Yeah, isn't it crazy how everything came out after Saturday? Not so far, Valerie, but somebody said they might show up. So I'm hoping she does. Wanda doing the elbow cough. It was mind-boggling Saturday night. I think Carly and I were like, we just couldn't even believe it, I think. Oh, I'm so upset about Bill Cosby getting out. That prosecutor that screwed that up, oh, I'm so mad at him. I know, 2 lives in 1 week. It's crazy. Is this real life? Work was busy. We have no help. Y'all know there's a labor shortage, and I'll be so glad to be on vacation next week. I need a rest. Hi, twin. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, Charlotte. Oh, you are so welcome. Hi, Aaron. Thank you for that. One of these days, my life will calm down. There's always just something going on. I know those victims of Bill Cosby, all because a prosecutor messed up. I mean, it's just so frustrating. I can't imagine how those women feel. I know. I need to go to Orlando. That would be so fun. For now, I'm staying pretty local because there's just so much messed up stuff right now. So I'm going to stay in Ohio, but I'm going to be on vacation for sure. I'm just waiting to see who's here before we get going too far. I know, poor Brittany. That's horrible. Yeah, Bill Cosby walks away and it's awful. I'm really hoping Brittany will get free of that now. I think they'll have to let her off of that. You are safe here, Kiki. You are safe here. That's why I try to explain to people. We could just go over here's my thing. And I told Katie this. There are different groups within the group. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. There are so many little groups inside of a big group. And they don't all mesh or go along at all, I feel. You guys tell me if you feel differently, but there's all these groups within a group. Hi, Spikes girl. Yeah, you could call them subgroups. And I have always pretty much been on the fringe. I don't go deep in these groups. I don't know a lot of these people, but I've sat back and watched. I just like to observe things. So I watch what's going on. Yeah, and I think that's what Katie doesn't understand, and I've tried to make her understand that. I think right now she's just so upset. It's too much. It's too much right now. But I, from the very beginning, saw certain groups of people that I felt went too far, and I've called them out in videos. You guys know I have. Not like I'm a shrinking violet. So I have called them out previously. They know I have. I've never condoned anything like that, ever, and never will. But we're not all one big group. That's the thing. It's not one big group. It's just not. I do want to say, too, before we get too far, I don't know if Sassy's here. I don't see her. I just wanted to apologize to Sassy. I know I got her pretty upset. I wish she could have come on mic with me, and we probably could have solved it last week. But there was so many rumors going around on Twitter, and it was hard to tell what was real and what wasn't. So when people kept saying that she was still doing things, and then it just seemed suspicious to me when she didn't know her own Twitter name. And I get now, I think she innocently was what she said. So I want to apologize to Sassy, but it just looked weird to me. So we'll get that right off the bat. Oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you, gamer guy. I want to thank all the new subs, too. I appreciate you guys so much. I've gotten a lot of new subs since Saturday night. Hopefully they're happy they subbed to me. They may not know what they're getting, but so that's been fun to watch that. And I have been talking to Katie, and I'm not going to hide it. I have been talking to her. We are not buddies. We are not best friends. I saw a woman hurting badly. So I have peace in my heart. So we'll work for popcorn. Come on. I need somebody to work. I will pay you cold hard cash if you'll come work. I can't get anybody to work. Oh, hey, Nicole. Hey, Carly, were you wanting to come on mic? Does anybody want to come on the mic? Let me know. Let me get the link in case anybody wants to. Nobody deserves having this done to him. Nobody. Hi, Robin. Do you see the link, you guys? I put it in there, now I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I know, Stina, see, they act like you can't feel empathy for Katie. It's crazy to me. If people can't see how wrong this is, then fine. that's on you, because it's just horrible. Horrible. I think Carly's trying to come on mic here. Oh, thank you so much, Wanda. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Valerie. You are so sweet. I am a straight shooter, and I think people saw that with the interview with Element. You know, I just say it like it is, and I'm not going to hold back. But I wasn't rude, and I tried to be respectful, and that's how I try to always be. I think it's so funny, though, that now she's saying that I'm being paid by Katie. Where's my check? Then what else did she said I was being paid? I wrote it down. She said I was being paid by Katie. Oh, she said I put words in her mouth. Now, anybody that watched that live knows I did not put words in her mouth. Carly, where are you? I was going to get, because I wanted Carly to talk about this too. Carly and I both warned her a couple times to be careful what she was talking about. Okay, so I even had empathy for her. Are you there, Carly?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yay!
Okay. It was being weird for a second.
Can you see chat this time?
Yeah, but now I can't comment.
You can't comment in the chat?
No, I'd have to do it from my phone now if I want to comment.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why it does that. That's weird.
I don't know if you heard me, but I was telling him that you and I several times, thank you, Into the Wild Blue, thank you so much. Several times we told Little Miss Noble to be careful, didn't we?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we warned her.
Well, that's why I was asking her, you know, are you sure you're allowed to talk? It was kind of my way of hinting, maybe you shouldn't talk.
Yeah, and I told her to be careful.
Yeah.
So for her to now say that I put words in her mouth, nobody put any words in that mouth.
She said that?
Yeah, I've got screenshots of it.
Oh, I haven't even seen, I'm not caught up on Twitter, so I haven't seen anything she said.
Yeah, I just saw that one before I hopped on here. I don't know if I got it, but yeah, it said, oh, that Kay Baxter was putting words in my mouth. That's no, nobody put any words in her mouth.
No, nobody did.
Katie's live on Instagram.
That's Color funny. Me shocked.
I didn't know she might hop over here. You never know.
Oh gosh, can you imagine?
See, Laugh Through said that you warned her in the beginning and again in the middle. And yeah. I think especially when she was talking about salts, I said, be careful.
Yeah. You don't want to badmouth a defamation lawyer.
So true. So true.
Especially someone like him.
Yeah, well, it's like we've said forever. I've said it, Emily. You don't play, don't mess with the attorneys. Don't taunt the attorneys.
Yeah, don't rile the lawyers.
He is so, livid about the things that were threatened to his children.
Oh, yeah.
Which he should be.
I would be too.
So
that's the thing. People need to leave the kids alone. Don't bring the kids into it.
Exactly.
The adults is one thing, but children need to be off limits.
Look at Element needs a good lawyer in Jesus. Hi, Irish.
She said she has a, not even lawyer. It was someone in the government. She said, but I don't even know what that means.
Thank you, Julie. Can KJ add me to the payroll?
I saw they said you were getting paid, and I thought, I hope you're getting paid good.
I will have to ask her, Katie, where's my money?
Well, you couldn't pay me enough, so I wouldn't want to be involved in that.
No, but I did talk to her. We've talked quite a bit. I saw a woman in so much pain and so much fear. It's unreal. I mean, when you really think about the things that were alleged and all the things that have been done to her for months and months, who wouldn't be a wreck? Who wouldn't?
Yeah. I don't agree with that aspect, but then she's bringing up other things, and it's like, you brought that one on yourself, though. Like, she's bringing up old drama with other creators, and it's like, that you were part of that too.
Yeah, and I think in her mind it's all meshing together. It's all I think it's all just too much.
Everyone's out together. Everyone's on a group or a team.
Yep.
No, it's not.
But that's why I was trying to tell her it's not one big group. It's a lot of little subgroups in there.
Yeah.
And people are always amazed that, like, my lives, I rarely ever have a moderator. We rarely ever need one because we're just so laid back.
Exactly. When we were last talking the other day, I didn't mute anyone, delete anything. Like, it was all fine.
Yeah, and we had, 200 people in here and never had to mute anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was civil.
I thought it was really civil.
Yeah.
I thought the questions people asked were great questions mostly. And I know, like, EKC went off on me. I don't even know her. Yeah, she called my video a desperate video. And I saw it and I went, I don't even know you. I've never talked about you. Why are you talking about me?
She mentioned that in a live, and she said she was wanting to clarify that she meant it was desperate questions, not a desperate stream.
Well, that's weird because she never said that to me. But
yeah. That's what I mean. Sometimes
I asked her right on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know?
Because usually if you tweet or text, it's hard to get your point across.
Yeah. But seriously, I'm not going to shrink away from anybody. So as soon as I saw what she said, I asked her because I wanted her to clarify what she meant. But she kind of dug in harder after that. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I mean,
it might have been later that same night that she mentioned it on her stream.
Maybe. Yeah, because I've never spoken to her. See, the thing was, a couple people in chat asked about her if she was part of it. But that's the only time her name was mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I want to know why Meek was working so hard to keep stirring the pot and telling everyone Sassy works for Katie. See, this is such a great question. Okay, just so everybody knows, I asked Meek to come on mic with me tonight. And she said no, and then she said maybe. But I don't think she's going to come. I would love to talk to her because I'm just going to be a straight shooter. I think she's way more involved than she says she is.
Well, at this point, why not just shine a light on everything, get everything out in the open? And I think that's the best way we're going to move on is everyone to share their side, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
No more secrets.
But I saw Meek getting in so many places, and sorry, Meek, if I'm wrong, come talk to me about it. But I feel like you're way more involved. I feel like you're covering your butt in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. Something doesn't feel right to me.
Who is Princess Peaches?
That's Little Miss Noble.
Is it?
That's what I was told.
I saw that payroll.
And it's her picture on those.
I don't even think I know what Little Miss Noble looks like. I've only seen her little avatar thing.
Oh, okay. So you haven't seen her videos?
No. I just know she's brunette. That's all I can tell by her avatar.
Saltz was her hero, so why did they turn on him? Here's my theory on why they turned on Saltz. Because if you go back to Twitter Friday, Saltz said to me, because I said, this gets so convoluted, you guys, I'll try to make it easy. I said, Saltz said, he said something, and I said, I wouldn't trust anything Nat sends you. And he said, well, how about the stuff somebody sent me showing that that a person here commenting is manipulating Nat into doing things. I'm paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
So he was talking about Little Miss Noble. In hindsight, that's who he was talking about. So, see, I think things went bad with her and Salt because he was catching on. This is just my theory, you guys. I don't have proof. This is my theory.
Yeah.
So I think Saltz was catching on about how involved Little Miss Noble was. So then she's going to turn on him and try to do like a preemptive strike.
Huh.
Let me know what you guys think of that theory.
I'm just not sure why he's still involved at this point unless he's still trying to get to the bottom of what happened to him.
Because I think they still don't know 100% who sent the death threats and the emails.
Huh. But I thought Nat confessed to all that.
She confessed to altering screenshots, making CPS reports, making a police report. She's adamant she didn't make the death threats.
Huh. See, that makes you wonder, because I would think, why confess to some things and not all? But
I know, isn't that weird?
the death threats are pretty bad, though, so I could see why someone wouldn't want to admit to that. That's no joke.
Meek said Little Miss Noble created all the fake screenshots. She claimed Salts told her and that the threats.
See, this is why I hope Meek comes on, because I would like to have that.
I would too. And I want to be fair.
Yeah, I want to hear her side.
I would love her to come and tell us her side of it. She seems to me to be so involved in everything.
And I didn't even hear of her until a few days ago when we talked.
See, and this is the thing I keep saying too. Nat is still not blameless. Nat still did horrible things.
Yeah.
She does not. Nat does not get a pass.
No, not at all.
See, somebody said Meek is Little Miss Noble. I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think they are. But I have wondered, and you guys might have seen me tweet this on Twitter, I have often wondered if Sarah and Meek are one and the same.
At this point, nothing would surprise me, but
me either.
The problem is, if we don't know, we're all going to kind of speculate.
Yeah, I'm still shocked that I feel like somebody knows. I feel like we're close to somebody confessing on the death threats. The pressure has to be terrible. Like, if you're one of these people involved, you got to be feeling so much pressure right now, right?
Well, and fear. Because, yeah.
I think the people in the United States could be prosecuted.
Yeah. And I wonder if Nat knows or is thinking, since I'm in the UK, I'm kind of off the hook in a sense.
See, did you guys see the screenshot basically saying that, where Nat says something about, well, nobody can do anything to me because I'm in the UK. She always knew that.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. There's been so many screenshots. I've got some we can put up tonight, but there are hundreds. There are hundreds of screenshots.
Even just trying to go on Twitter and read, I try to stop after a certain point because I'm so it gets overwhelming. That's why I'm so out of the loop, because I haven't had time to read everything. I still haven't even read some of the things about Shen's story and Haiti Joyless. I haven't read all of that.
It's too much.
You can't even,
I was trying to describe this story to my daughter, and you just can't even explain it.
Yeah. My husband is not even aware, because he would look at me like I'm crazy.
It's like a Lifetime movie. It really is. I think they should make a movie out of this.
Yeah.
Or a Netflix movie. That would be good.
Yeah.
Make a Netflix.
I almost wish I read screenshots today, but instead my ears got violated by crunching cookie sounds.
Oh, no.
From you-know-who. I thought, why did I watch that? That was a waste of time.
I'm going to scroll back and see if I missed any questions.
Keebler says UK has some of the strongest cyberbullying laws. But does that pertain to the US, though?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, Minnesota has pretty tough laws, too, from what I've heard.
She says Dottie should get a lawyer, too. Y'all know I invited Dottie also to come on here tonight. I didn't know till today Dottie blocked me.
She did?
Yeah. Why? I've never talked about Dottie. This is what I'm saying. It seemed to me like people started scrambling after Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
I started getting blocked by a lot of people.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was like, Dottie, why would you block me? What? Yeah, okay.
What did I do?
Yeah. But I think Dottie needs to explain her part in this because she definitely, in my opinion,
Yeah.
had a part in it. Obviously, she had a part in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can't deny it. So I'm surprised. Now, I can't see her Twitter anymore. But I'm shocked that she's not saying anything or acknowledging what she did or nothing that I know of, unless you guys do.
I only saw a tweet that she said, I don't want to mix up the words, but just that she was fooled too, essentially, by Nat.
See, how are all these grown women saying they were either manipulated by Nat or manipulated by Little Miss Noble?
Mm-hmm.
This many women, because we're talking
Actually,
like at least 4, right?
Little Red had a good point. Are you completely blocked? Because I think her Twitter is protected.
No, mine says blocked. Let me make sure because I got it wrong one other time. But I'm pretty sure when I checked, it says you are blocked. Yeah, it says you're blocked.
Oh, okay. So that was, yeah.
So why would she block me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Two people fooled a whole group.
Laura, why are you saying you're not drunk? That just popped out of nowhere. I have to ask. She blocked you too. How do grown women get manipulated by somebody in the UK whose stories sound so... This is it. They're so ridiculous. So ridiculous. And really, people thought that she was messaging them while she was in ICU, supposedly... Well, we won't say that on here because I'll get in trouble. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Nobody is messaging somebody from ICU. They're just not. How did these grown women believe this? Oh, it gets me going.
Well, I think maybe because of her mental issues, people wanted to, take her under their wing and protect her and thought they were and believed her.
I get that in the beginning, but as things progressed and got so dark, I don't see it. I mean, I just feel like I could never be manipulated like that, but...
Yeah, because I tried to stay out of it because, one, so much was going on. I didn't really know which way to go. But then also with everything she has going on mentally, I thought, well, if I say anything, I don't want to be a jerk and criticize someone with mental illness or, doubt.
See, I only heard parts of that stream Dottie did.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think we ever talked about it, did we? Saturday? I don't think we did.
I don't remember if we did. If we did, it was probably really brief, but...
Yeah, it couldn't have been very in-depth.
No. Because half the stream we were talking
about... now that you say that, Carly, I think somebody did say something, and I said, yeah, I watched a clip of it, and I was pretty shocked by the way she was talking.
Yeah, I think that was all that was said. That you didn't watch it. Or the whole thing. But it's not...
I'm not drunk stems from a video Dottie did. If you missed it, brace yourself. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I think she made it private, so...
Oh, I agree. Keebler brought up such a good point here. We got to get away from this mentality of mental illness means can't lie about anything ever. Or that you can never question somebody once they say they have a mental illness.
Right. Because one of my husband's cousins, she has mental illness and she's made very bad accusations about people and lied about things and,
And that's what, people were so shocked Saturday when I showed the screenshot showing that Nat had done something very similar a couple of years ago. And I was shocked how many people didn't know it.
I had no clue.
See, that had been going around Twitter for a while. The story about her psychologist.
Well, usually when I go on Twitter, I usually only read like the same few accounts just to kind of catch up on KJ's shenanigans and whatnot. But as far as the other stuff, I'm not always aware.
See, that's what I'm saying, though, with these subgroups within a group. So you don't always see what other people are saying because they're not in your little group.
Right. But I'm still so far behind. And then I try to catch up and more stuff happens. I said, what will the next scandal be?
It served their purpose in the lawsuit. I agree with you, Simmer Down. I strongly agree with you. It served a lot of people to keep using that.
Well, the thing was, like we've been saying, Katie does enough on her own that I don't know why people needed to stir this up.
Yeah, or go this dark. I mean, this stuff is horrific. I mean, really. Somebody said,
Dottie, and then it ended up like this.
Somebody said on Twitter, which I hadn't even really thought about, when they said, but you know what everybody's forgetting is her son. What if CPS had taken these seriously and made him go through an exam?
Yeah.
Or removed him from his home? Can you imagine the devastation?
That's trauma.
Exactly. That would cause him trauma. I mean, that's how deep this stuff goes. And that's why I'm saying that everybody needs to speak out and say, no, this will never be tolerated.
Like,
ever.
No matter how much you hate her or anyone else, that's not okay.
Never. As I said, even if you don't like Katie, you got to think of the children because they don't have a say.
Yeah. And defending her doesn't mean you like her either, but you got to call out what's
You got to be a human and have a soul, you know?
Yeah.
Have a heart and a soul.
It's like, come on.
See, I always doubted that they knew each other. I always had a bad feeling about that. I wish I had spoke up more back in January, but like I said, I was so tied up with work that I wasn't coming on much. So I was just getting glimpses. I saw the things people do, and I stand with Nat, and I knew something had happened with Charlotte, but I didn't know all the details.
Well, I didn't really have a reason to doubt her because I just didn't. Maybe I wasn't reading enough on it, but I didn't have a reason to until everything went down. And I was like, When
I first saw the Hitman screenshot, I kept saying it didn't make sense.
No.
So I knew there was context missing.
Mm-hmm.
So it never made sense to me, and I told Katie that. Katie showed it to me, and I said, Katie, that doesn't make sense. Something's missing, or it's an altered screenshot. So now we come to find out they were talking about whether Salts could afford to hire a hitman for them.
What? No.
Yeah, that's supposedly what the context is.
No.
Which doesn't make sense either, right?
Not at all.
So what was the real context? I would love to see that full screenshot if anybody has it. But nobody will show it to me because people keep saying they have it, but nobody will show it to me.
Well, and I'm confused. Is their target Katie or Salts?
Exactly. But I'm telling you, that's why they started going after Salts, because he was figuring it out. I feel that.
Oh, yeah.
I really do. I feel like that's when LMN started turning on him and trying to find something to get him for.
That makes sense.
Because she knew he was figuring it out.
Yep. He was on their tail.
Because, when we talked Saturday night, Carly.
Yeah.
How adamant was she that Salt screwed up because Natalie had to have an adult with her?
Oh, she did say that, yeah.
And I kept saying, no, because this isn't a criminal case. It was a civil case, so it's not,
right. Yeah. And I didn't know anyone mentally ill needed an adult in the room. Is that true?
See, I would think you'd have to be severely mentally ill.
Yeah. Unless they were worried about her alters. Maybe that's why.
I don't know if that's true, though. I don't know if you could. I don't know. Thank you, Cindy Lou Who. I love that name, Cindy Lou Who.
That is cute. Perfect for Christmas in July.
She said, there was never a point that I believed Nat. See, me either. Me either. We're so like-minded. I never believed her. And I'm a real big believer in following your intuition. And my intuition, we talked about this a little bit last week. When she came into my chat and the whole thing got awkward and I just had a really bad feeling. And
I need to watch that stream. Do you remember which one it was?
Gosh, I don't remember.
Or what month it was?
But I remember it was like everybody was scared to talk to her. I think because anybody that talked to her ended up getting death threats, right?
Yeah. I only heard of her name floating around because she was in the declaration. And, you know, she said a lot of things happened to her and from Katie and whatnot. But I didn't closely follow it. I just knew she was part of the declaration. And maybe I was more focused on the whole Lori Ann drama.
KJ's not coming. She canceled, Swan. She was wanting to know if this was a stream Katie was supposed to come on. This was the one she was coming on, but she canceled, so I don't think she'll be here.
You never know.
I just don't want anybody to think I misled them or, you know.
No. Like
That's why I kept saying on Twitter she canceled it, but I guess that's the bad thing with Twitter, that you can't go and edit something.
Yeah, they need an edit button. Come on.
Somebody said they're going to have one, but you have to pay to use it.
Oh, that's stupid.
Screw you, Twitter. I'm not paying.
Yeah. Like, Twitter's been around, what, close to 15 years, I think. They should have an edit button by now for free.
So many people were attacked for questioning that, and that's so wrong. I feel bad for all of them.
That's what I didn't understand, honestly, was, you know, there's nothing wrong with looking at a situation and saying something doesn't feel right.
No, and I've always said, like in here, we can agree to disagree. You don't have to agree with me all the time or any of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But just be adults about it. If you don't, you know, like when people were saying, well, I think Nat has something to do with this, then be like, well, I don't, and leave it alone. You know, it's okay.
Exactly. Don't dox people.
See, I asked Katie this. See, I asked her some things in the messages where we're talking, and I said pretty much this: where did this thing with Natalie come from? She really doesn't know. I don't think she knows. I think Nat must have been a fan, and I even wonder if maybe Katie said something snippy to her one time.
So was she a member, like a paying member at one point?
I don't know. She didn't say she was. I think she was just, you know, somebody coming in her, you know, her videos, live chats.
Yeah.
But, you know, some people, it doesn't take much for them to obsess.
Right.
You know, you hear about it all the time with famous people and they get somebody obsessed with them. And
she's not famous. That's what I don't understand.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
she's
but
famous.
I kind of wonder why the obsession with her.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean,
that's why I think there has to be something where maybe Katie said something snippy to her in a live chat or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know that. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Well, Katie's also, you know, how she gets when anyone says any little critique, oh, you're a troll, get out of here, leave me alone. Maybe she reacted from that or something similar.
Well, that's really interesting. Charlotte says, I think someone brought Nat in.
Brought her in?
Would they have the initials LMN? Allegedly.
Like brought her in from where?
See, I still think, and I asked Katie this too. Have you all heard the audio of the woman screaming at Katie?
No, I don't know if anyone has, because What an Eagle was asking that this morning if anyone's heard it.
I've heard it. I should have asked Katie if I could play it.
Yeah.
I don't think Katie sent it to me though. Who sent me the audio? Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. It's such a blur. I've had so much stuff sent to me But there is an audio of a woman just going crazy on Katie. I mean, going crazy.
Oh, are you referring to the woman saying Katie needs to die or something, or is that something different?
It's pretty long. I mean, not long, but it's more than Katie needs to. I can't remember the exact words.
Oh, yeah. She was that the one she was saying was quality?
I don't know. I felt like the voice sounded to me just like Little Miss Noble.
I'd have to hear it again, but she did sound young.
Whoever it was.
And I think Katie was saying she thinks they were the same person, but wasn't sure.
See, I have heard that Koala and Little Miss Noble are one and the same. I can't prove that. That's just what I've been told.
I remember Koala from when I first kind of joined the community, and then she kind of disappeared because she was tired of the drama or something.
Whoever that person was on that audio have such a deep hatred for Katie. I mean, you can hear it. The venom in that voice sounded unstable to me.
Very angry.
Oh my gosh, the anger in that voice. And I just felt like, to me, it sounded like Little Miss Noble. I have no proof of that. Just be clear, I have no proof. It just sounded like the same voice to me.
Yeah, I would have to hear them both kind of side by side. Like,
so then that leads you
again,
to
and then
why did Little Miss Noble have this huge hatred that crossed all boundaries of humanity almost? I mean,
and that's what's so crazy is there are people that hate her on a more, not because they had their own personal involvement with Katie, but just they want her off the platform. They, you know, like, they probably lose sleep at night with how much they hate her.
I must have missed something in the chat. Crystal, if I missed something in the chat, will you let me know? I feel like we missed something.
So I wonder, yeah. Because if they're the same person, I wonder if she's been here this whole time or then just decided to come back.
Then that's the thing, too. I was saying it gets so confusing because you have all these people with a name on YouTube, and then they have a different name on Twitter, and then they have another account on Twitter, and then they have Facebook, and it's like a nightmare.
Twitter is the only place I have a different name because I like to have more fun with my name on there. I've changed it like 3 times.
Thank you, Stina Marie. Quality is not Little Miss Nova. They are 2 different people. Quality is someone that has a real social media presence. Gotcha. I will take that back. That's just what somebody told me, that they were one and the same. That's why I said I don't know for a fact.
Because I thought Katie was the one who was saying that they were the same person first.
I saw somebody else on Twitter say it too, but that's what I mean. It gets so confusing.
And that's, you know, what happens when you kind of speculate. Everyone's like, well, I think this, well, I think that. You don't know.
I was talking to Shins, and I'm going to say right here, I don't think Shins had anything to do with this stuff.
I don't either.
I told Katie that.
Defending that.
Yeah, I think she's apologized to certain people.
Well, and she brought up a good point too. She said, if I were involved, why would I be coming out and showing all this?
Exactly.
Stuff? I would.
And that's why I told Katie. If she was the one doing all this, she wouldn't have been the one to break the thing wide open.
Right. That'd be a dumb criminal act.
Trying to catch up on the questions I missed.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Reagan?
No.
No.
I was going to bring that up too. Where is she's gone so quiet?
I can't see her Twitter anymore. It's protected. I'm not
either.
blocked, but it's protected.
Yeah. I'm not blocked either, but yeah, she locked her Twitter down.
Yeah.
So that is her yelling at Katie. Wow, they
So
sound so much alike.
So that's an old audio. And that's the problem when people don't have to show their real name or face either.
Exactly. When you can hide and hide, but people should always know that you can't, like if somebody really wants to know, they will find out.
Right.
You can't really hide.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, not that I believe all this, just what I've found certain people spreading behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes?
I'm trying to figure out what Julie and D. Ash are talking about.
Yeah.
No, tell us what you're talking about.
We're out of the loop here.
It's kind of hard to keep up a chat and talk at the same time.
Right.
See, Charlotte agrees with me, and Shins did apologize to you, right, Charlotte?
Yeah, and I'm glad she apologized. I think Reagan needs to apologize too, but I don't think that will happen.
This is what I don't get when people are so involved in this stuff and then they go radio silent or they disappear. And you guys know I've said this over and over, and I told this to Sassy. If you're confident in your truth and you didn't do anything wrong, you don't need to disappear.
Kind of like Creep Show.
Yeah, you're always going to look guilty if you take off and leave.
Yeah. And it's one thing to take a day off to just kind of like breathe a little bit, but when you don't come back, that doesn't look good.
They have been protected, and it needs to stop. And I'm not sure I believe all this DID stuff. I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't know. I know years ago they said it wasn't real, and I guess now they're saying it is, but it seems awfully convenient. I said before, oh, wait, she'll blame one of her alters. And you can see in some of those screenshots, little Miss Noble saying, oh, well, the alters aren't going to be happy with this. So,
well, DID or not, there's something not right.
See, I don't get this thing with Dottie. I wish she would come in the live. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh, Reagan has tweeted.
Well, she went private, I think, in like February. I think it's after the doxing is when she did that.
Didn't Reagan bring Nat in? Does anybody know? Is that true?
I haven't heard that.
Who told her? Oh, Dottie said she didn't owe Charlotte an apology. Wow. You know, if you're going to be a big enough person to go screaming and defending that to the rooftops, then when you're proven wrong, you need to be a big enough person to go scream that from the rooftops.
Yeah. Dang.
Little Miss Noble says she was shown her diagnostic papers. I don't believe that.
Well, the thing is, on Twitter, you can easily fake it too. Because if nobody knows you personally.
Well, yeah, and who goes around going, let me see your diagnosis papers?
Exactly.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. If someone tells me they have something, I don't ask for proof.
Show me your papers from your doctor. That's just weird.
That's weird, yeah. Serious trust issues if you do that. But even if it is true, you can't excuse what happened.
Exactly. It doesn't give you a license to go do whatever you want and then say your alter did it. No.
Right.
That's not how it works.
It's kind of like the devil made me do it.
The whole Nat declaration made no sense. What does it have to do with the lawsuit? And it made absolutely no sense. And I know Shins has brought that up, that maybe that's why Saltz was protecting Nat, because, you know, that declaration has been shown to be altered. I can't believe nobody picked it up sooner.
Yeah. I'm shocked that went anywhere.
But then in the end, it didn't even really matter to the lawsuit. So I don't know that's true, that Salts was protecting her because of that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Stina said, didn't Element say her tagline is receipts or it didn't happen?
Yes, that's true. It's kind of ironic now, isn't it? Kind of ironic now.
I lost the comment, but someone also said, Nat said she found Katie through Micah Stauffer. But didn't someone say 2018 was when they met? And Micah didn't happen until last year.
That's what Nat always said, that they were friends since 2018.
Yeah, and the Micah Stauffer situation happened a year ago. I think almost exactly a year ago. It was last summer.
Yeah, receipts or it didn't happen unless they're mine and I altered them, allegedly.
And I don't even know how everyone knows how to alter screenshots. I wouldn't know where to start.
I wouldn't either. It's not even something I want to know how to do.
And I like to consider myself tech savvy, but apparently not.
Apparently, it's pretty easy to do. Listen, the one like on the declaration wasn't even well done. And
no.
That's why I told somebody when I saw it, I thought it was just the computer distorting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't know it was that was what it looked like.
Mm-hmm. Because I think to fake screenshots, you have to know what you're doing, because the little details you would have to include, someone has to know what they're doing.
Well, you know, there's some of those screenshots where Little Miss Noble is like lining out people and what they're going to do that day. Mm-hmm. It took a lot of work. This was time consuming.
Yeah.
Can you imagine putting that much of your time, of your life into doing this?
No. Because when my son's first day of school, I was doing a photo of him and adding letter by letter, like first day of kindergarten. That took me forever. So I couldn't imagine doing something like altering sentences and dates and emojis and multiple at that. Because there's so many screenshots floating around.
There's so many. You can't even keep up. I'm overwhelmed with them.
Yeah. That's why they need to be put into a book or something.
I'm telling you, it's going to be a Lifetime movie of the week or a Netflix movie.
It would have to be a series. I don't think 1 2-hour movie would be enough.
Can you imagine trying to get this down to a reasonable movie?
No. And what would we even call it?
Somebody think of a name.
Whoever does it gets free popcorn. No, I'm kidding.
I said the screenshot looked faked and people screamed at me. Saltz is a high-powered attorney. He knew what he was doing. A lot of people feel that way, Vera. A lot of people feel the same way.
I hope he didn't do it while knowing that it wasn't credible. The truth always comes out.
Is Saltz part of the Swanson lawsuit? Somebody said he wasn't. Somebody else said he is.
Is he still defending Dottie on that?
I don't know. Somebody told me he was not part of it, but then I think he must be.
Yeah, because I was wondering why he was still involved, but then I thought maybe he was still dealing with the death threats he got and trying to get to the bottom of that. I wouldn't let that go either, but
Nat's way smarter than people. Oh, I agree, sister. I so agree. She is smart like a fox. She's smart.
Well, even autistic people are very intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
Very intelligent.
She set this up to where people believe that she can't even turn on a microwave. She doesn't know how to use her computer. Please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I've met autistic kids that know how to work a phone and know how to work a tablet. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, he's livid over protecting his children, and he has every right to be.
Yeah, I wouldn't let that go.
Whoever sent the death threat emails, which I know we got to be getting close to finding out.
Yeah, you cross the line when you do that.
Full force after them, I have no doubt.
Yeah, if anyone did that about my kids, nope, not letting it go. And especially because he's more, I don't want to say public eye, but isn't he like big in Hollywood. Like celebrities have hired him. Like he's well known.
I don't know too much about. Yeah, well, he did the one with that movie, like a month ago.
Someone said he that Ryan's Toys kid. Someone said he's his lawyer.
Oh.
And there was one of the cast members from Criminal Minds. He recently did a lawsuit for her. So, yeah, I think he's well known in California.
See, this says Salts is not involved in the Dottie against Swanson lawsuit, but I could be wrong. See, I didn't think so either, but then it didn't make sense because they had Katie giving depositions when they went up there. So then that leads me to think he is involved with the Swanson lawsuit. I don't know. It all gets kind of blurred.
I just assumed he was staying on with Dottie. Because I thought since KJ's now kind of involved with that, I just assumed it was one big lawsuit.
Oh, I didn't know he represented Schwarzenegger.
Oh, wow.
That's so funny.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. Someone said, we'll call them shady little liars.
The fact that somebody said there's no way Nat faked screenshots because she couldn't even work an oven made me die laughing. I know. People fell for it, though. She planted those seeds everywhere, and they grew. They grew, and they grew.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's not the lead lawyer, but he's part of that suit. I got you. That makes sense.
The team makes sense. The fungus among us, the community.
People need to watch what video? I missed it, Charlotte.
And has Nat been on Twitter or anything?
I haven't seen her. She blocked, or I don't know, blocked me. Something. I haven't seen her tweets in months. Probably because I said I didn't believe her. So.
Yeah, see, I haven't heard anything. So.
Has anybody seen her on Twitter? See, I think a lot of this was done on Facebook. I think it was more done on Facebook than it was Twitter.
Okay. I'm reading some of the suggested names for the series.
Oh, read them out loud. I didn't see them.
Oh, as the tube turns. This is how not to adults.
I love as the tube turns. I love it.
He seriously had one. Where did it go?
Yeah, Nat could be here right now under another account. A lot of people could be here under another account right now. Yeah. Listen, if any of you are here and you want to talk, we'll let you talk. I got
the fungus among us, the community.
We have to have some humor because this stuff went so dark.
If we don't laugh, we're just gonna scream and cry.
Yeah.
19 harassing emails and
oh, you guys can be such.
That's too funny.
Somebody was talking on Facebook today about the Duggar show getting canceled.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, what would they call it if they came back? Because they said, they'll come back again. What will they call it next time? And somebody said counting down. And I said, well, I wish they call it the Duggar Women's Revenge. That would be a good one.
Yeah, because I feel bad for the siblings.
Oh, yeah, I feel terrible for them.
That's what frustrated me was Katie wanted them canceled. And it's like, well, Josh is not. He's not on the show anymore, right? And hasn't been for a while.
Right. Yeah.
I think I thought the whole point of Counting On was kind of the reboot, so to speak, without him. And it's like those women get income from the show. So when you're trying to cancel them, one, you're taking money from them, and two, what are you going to talk about?
See, I don't understand how Nat was asking for videos of a child, and nobody questioned it.
That's disturbing. I'm sorry.
It's very disturbing.
You don't, yeah.
You guys, we have to protect everybody's kids when we can. Obviously, we can't protect everybody, but if you know something and you don't say something, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's like, yeah, that's icky. Dash X says she has some screenshots if you want them. Of course we want them.
Yeah, Dash had told me earlier she was going to, are you a she, he? Anyway, that they were going to send me. Yeah, Ash said she was going to send me some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't got it yet, so.
Chat is skipping on me. Hannah Bananas, which one is suing?
Charlotte, I agree. She had a free pass to do whatever she want. And I think, even like, I don't think they did it on purpose, but even not, I said this before, even Salts and Emily telling people, be quiet, don't talk about it, be quiet,
Mm-hmm.
helped it. It helped everything to keep moving forward.
Yeah, ironically.
Ironically, where if we would have all talked about it back in January.
Well, I don't understand why when people are legally told, be quiet, they do the opposite.
Wow, she said the FBI came to her door? To her door? Wow. That surprises me.
Mm-hmm.
Was that recently? Let me know.
Chat keeps skipping on me.
Yeah, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that too, about how do we heal, move forward.
I think it starts by everyone talking to one another, not about one another.
Yes. That's a big part of it. But I think the people that have been involved, instead of hiding and blocking everybody, because it's a community whether you like it or not, that's not going to work. That's not okay to just try to act like none of this happened. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but.
Right.
Julie said if they would have gone to Dottie's, they would have gone to Charlotte's. I don't know. It's weird.
Maybe she called him personally.
Dottie needs to apologize to everybody for having her part in this. I feel. That's how I feel.
January.
It damaged a lot of people. That's what I mean. It affects so many people, more than just the ones we know, like Salts and Emily and Katie. There's other people, and I think there's more people we don't even know because they were too afraid to say they were getting threats.
Yeah.
I've heard that there's many more that were getting threats, and we're afraid to talk about it.
Well, I remember not too long ago, I was in one of Erin's live streams, and there was this troll just coming in, threatening her and her kids, and she didn't feed into it, though. She was just like, whatever, you're stupid. But
yeah, I think people are pretty forgiving if you apologize and it's sincere.
Yeah.
But if you try to just act like it never happened, that's not going to work.
Or if you involve kids, that's too far. I don't know if I would think of that.
And I'm mostly talking about Dottie because she was so strongly defending that. I mean, she was really. I don't blame you, Sue. You don't have to go on. Was somebody asking you to come on the mic?
Responsible for who?
Oh, Mrs. Cassandra was asking Sue M to come on the mic.
Oh, okay.
And she's saying she doesn't want to do that until somebody is charged.
Fuck, who is charged? I'm confused.
Whoever's responsible for the death threats, I think, is what she means.
Oh, yeah.
She don't want to talk publicly until.
Yeah, I get it. People be crazy.
We need to stand strong, though, as a community and say that's not going to be tolerated.
That's
and
what,
not give cover to these people. Don't cover up for them. Don't.
It used to be more fun. It was like, instead of, one group here, one group there, it was everyone was all one group, and now it's different islands.
Hi, Alberta. Welcome. It's a long story, so I don't know that we can catch you up now.
In Renell's stream the other night, someone said, "Who is KJ?" What? I'm like, if you don't know by now, I wouldn't even know where to start to tell you, because this is years of stuff.
Yeah, I hate to be like that, but there's just no way you could explain.
Yeah, and it's not even, there's so much. Even just this little bit, I've been involved and I don't even know everything.
I agree, Belinda. That's what I said. But by Salts and everybody telling people to be quiet, don't talk about it, didn't help anything. Not a thing.
Yeah. Well, even now, because Katie told you she didn't want to come live because her lawyer said to be quiet, but she hasn't been quiet.
I think she had to get it out. I think she just had to get it out. You know what I mean? And that's typical Katie. We all know that. That's how Katie.
Right. She's been on Twitter. She's been on Instagram. And then she did a stream today. So I thought, wait, I thought you were supposed to be quiet.
I don't get it. No, my gut feeling is that people are kept defending her because they didn't want to get outed for their part. I think they saw the writing on the wall and they thought if they kept this up and they kept defending her and they kept bringing up her mental illness, this would all go away, right? But it didn't work. But it worked in January, right? So they probably thought it would work again.
Well, now I'm wondering, if not for mental illness, would people have gone to bat for her so hard?
I don't think they would have. I don't.
Yeah.
I think that was a big part of it.
Because even what Reagan did, I'm like, they had to have been either, you would think they were either really good friends or she's just that much of an advocate for mental, I don't know.
Yeah, because it never made sense to me, and I hate to bring up a bad subject for Charlotte, but when Reagan went nuts on Charlotte, the response didn't match what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Punishment didn't fit. It wasn't a crime.
It was like,
I shouldn't say crime, but
Yeah, I can't think of a better word, but the response was so over the top. It was like,
it didn't even deserve a punishment. Like
it was
you said,
so weird
you
to
could
me.
say, I disagree with you. The end. It didn't need to be what it was.
Oh, Aaron, I so agree. How you react is everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it shows your character and your morals, how you handle it. Irish badass.
I like that name.
I do too. I want to be a badass.
My husband's Irish. I'm going to start calling him Irish Badass.
Yeah, Charlotte, it never made sense to me. And I was so busy with work at the time, I really couldn't delve into it. But I remember being just shocked and horrified. And being like, wait a minute.
It was all really sad. And it just came out of nowhere.
Somebody said I'm just really distressed with all the hate. I am too.
Yeah.
It makes me sad. It's just sad.
Yeah. Because a lot of us are in the middle, like being more neutral, and we just want everyone to get along and make peace. But
a badass. I like that, Irish. Thank you. I want to be a badass. Oh, they sent me the screenshots. Where'd they send them to? Is
Can
it
you
on my
send?
Twitter?
You can't send screenshots to like chat, right? Like in private chat.
I don't think so.
See, YouTube needs that feature too.
Let me check Twitter.
I wish YouTube would let you put photos. That would really come in handy.
Oh, this one's hard to read.
Just send them on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot, you guys.
Oh boy. Do I need a drink for this?
We all need a drink. Who's got the bottle of wine? Could you
I
pass
do.
it around?
I do. It's blueberry. It's really good. Wait.
I'm trying to see if there's like one in here that nobody's seen or.
Wait, what? Hannah Bananas, what are you referring to? An RAPE video? Oh.
Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to see if there's. It's just hard to do this and stream at the same time. Let me see if I can show this one.
Susan is asking for slow mode.
Oh, I think I have it up where I can slow it down. Do we need to slow it? I looked before we came in.
Maybe like 30 seconds. It's not too bad, but it's going a little fast on me too, but not too bad.
I'll put it on 30.
Yeah, I think that'll be fine.
See if that. I think this is one I got from you earlier. Can you guys see that?
I can see it, yeah. And who's this between? Salts and who?
Well, I'll let her say if she wants to or not, or.
Okay. Where'd she go? What's this Nat video you guys are talking about?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
I was trying to show screenshots and I kicked myself out.
Way to go.
I don't even know what Without a Crystal Troll is talking about.
Nat Medic. Oh, Katie was saying something about she was accused of creating dating profiles and it caused someone to be assaulted. I don't know.
That Nat was doing that?
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
I only heard that, I think, today. Or if I had forgotten about it. I think I do need wine.
We do need wine? Is that what you said?
I think so.
See, I saved the screenshot and now it's gone. Well, dang it. I just think it's going to be really hard to stream. And
Well, you had it up. What happened? Did it just kicked you out?
Well, that's the one I got from her yesterday, but the hang on, let me try again. Let me see if this one will come up.
Have you heard of Look at Nat? Some video.
What?
They're talking about a video called Look at Nat. Have you heard of that?
No.
Yeah, what's that about?
Somebody explain that to us, because I
Like,
saw somebody else talking about it.
yeah, is that a video she made or someone made about her?
Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. It does get that way. It gets, this is why I said it gets too toxic. I've warned people that in like videos I've done over the last 6 months, not to let this stuff affect your real life. Don't get too close.
Yeah.
When it gets this toxic, because it will just, it'll mess you up. It's not, that's, I think, why I got so upset when Little Miss Noble said, well, it's just social media. No, sister. You took it real life. No.
That was kind of a cop-out statement.
Oh, that probably was one of the biggest things she said that made me mad.
Yeah. It wasn't just simple petty drama. It was real life. Yeah, that Belinda, yeah.
See, that's what somebody and I were talking about, that movie, Sybil. Remember that movie?
Sybil?
Sybil?
I haven't heard of that.
We're probably too young. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It was a book written about a woman with multiple personality disorder, because that's what they called it back then.
Yeah.
And it was a book that was made into a movie played by Sally Fields.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great movie.
There was some video people were talking about on Twitter about some kind of mental disorder, but I don't remember what it's called. But it was Sarah Paulson is in it, they said.
Yeah, see, they know what I'm talking about. Sybil, that movie with Sally Field in it. I think Sally Field got a big award for it, didn't she? Did a great job. I read the book and saw the movie. But after all that came out, and then years later, they were saying that it wasn't a real syndrome. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of fell out, and now it's kind of back.
Yeah.
But no matter what, you can't say, I can break the law as long as it's one of my alters. No.
I've seen that on Law and Order a few times, where they killed someone and blamed it on an altar, and then when they got arrested,
I don't think that'll work in front of a judge.
Yeah, and then they got arrested, and they would switch on a dime.
See, and here's the thing, like they're saying in the chat, years later it came out that whole thing was a scam. But if you read the book, you thought it was real. It was so written, so real, and it seemed like the real thing. And people have great imaginations, I'm telling you.
Well, I recently watched the new Conjuring movie where it's based on a true story where a guy committed murder but said he was possessed by the devil.
Wow.
But he still went to jail for it, but it was pretty crazy if it was all true.
Nikki, I'm trying to pass your message to Sue. Are you guys having a row or a fight?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's not fight. Yeah, but now they're saying a lot of it wasn't true, Stina Marie.
Now I need to look into it.
Share it, Charlotte.
Yeah, because I want to watch that too.
The real life
movie and watch it.
The book was amazing. You got to watch the movie though, especially if you like Sally Field. Watch that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe in that stuff. I don't know. I'm not a doctor or a psychiatrist.
Yeah, that's something I'm like, I don't know if I should even say anything because I don't know what I'm talking about. And there was a woman on Oprah years ago. She had, I think, 26 different personalities because of childhood stuff.
That's probably the one we're talking about.
I don't remember her name though. I just remember she had short blonde hair and she was elderly. But
you can't just give somebody a pass because they're DID or whatever it is.
yeah.
You know, I raised my niece since she was 10. She has Asperger's. And back then they didn't even know what Asperger's was.
Yeah.
But she is still responsible for what she does. Let me tell you. I raised her like all my other kids, and you know, it doesn't mean you can go do whatever you want and harm people.
Right. It makes me want to like research it though. Like I'm really interested in it now.
The movie is great. You got to watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to. I wonder if it's on Netflix or anything. I have a few different apps, but is it from? Do you remember what year it was?
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time.
Okay.
I'm old, girl. I'm the old YouTube lady.
No.
No, listen, I'm happy for every birthday. Every birthday should be celebrated. So I'm just happy I'm here another year.
Exactly. That's how we got to look at it. It's a blessing to get old, I think.
I lost my sister. She was only 44, and that's why I got custody of her daughter. Aww. And she would have given anything to turn another year older. Yeah. So I will celebrate every damn birthday.
Yeah. Because I know some people have a hard time getting old, but
it's a lot better than not getting old.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
Hey, I have a whole birthday week because a day is not enough.
Right.
It may turn into a month.
Yeah, it's like, why not? It's cute nowadays. I see a lot of women doing, like when they turn 40 or 50, they do like photo shoots and a big party.
Oh, heck yeah.
It's cute.
Listen, when I turn 60, we'll have a big YouTube party.
I'll be there.
I'm just, Sue, I'm putting your message up because I don't know if you guys can see each other. So, yeah, you know, that's a good point, though, Sue, because Salts kept telling people that Nat wasn't involved.
He did.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
So it threw a lot of people. So they kept saying, well, he says she's not, so it can't be her. So then it perpetuated everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, do you think Katie will really sue anybody, or do you think she's just kind of saying it out of anger?
She seems very determined right now.
I was going to say, but she seemed out to blood the other day.
No, I shouldn't even speak for her. The feeling I get, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, is that she's more going after the prosecution, the criminal thing right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like going after them through the police. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Crystal. Crystal is amazing. Round of applause for our mod, Crystal.
Yeah. I'll have to watch that later. Our names aren't showing up again.
They're disappeared again. Yeah. I gotta talk to StreamYard because
that's so weird.
I'm not even on the free one. I pay per month for StreamYard. So that's so weird because our names were on there. I'll just say I'm Carly for tonight. I lost a little bit of weight, lost a few years. Not a problem.
And I'll just am you. We'll switch. Call it the Freaky Friday.
Can you send me the Dottie ones? Do you got here? I'll look through real quick and see if I can find the Dottie ones. It's just there's so many screenshots in there, and I feel bad going through these while you guys are all sitting here on the stream.
Mm-hmm. Did you say you invited Sassy? Or was it just Meek?
Well, I can't see her on Twitter, so no, I really couldn't. I did say something to her, though, on my YouTube comments, like at 11 o'clock this morning. I said, hey, Sassy, can you come on?
Yeah.
Because I did apologize, just so she knows. I apologized at the beginning of this video.
Yeah. And I thought you guys worked it out in the comments of the other video too.
See, I'm not seeing anything in here with Dottie on it. It's a lot of back and forth with salts. Let me, I'm still looking.
And these tweets or DMs?
DMs.
Oh, I haven't seen those. But at this point, everyone should just let everything out.
That's what I say.
Like, what is there to lose at this point? Unless there's something I'm not aware of.
And there's some messages with Meek in here. With I have said that all along, that she was way deeper in this than she was leading people to believe.
Mm-hmm. Now, is she Team Katie or no?
Meek?
Yeah.
No.
Because I don't know her role in all this.
Well, she was friends with Nat and the rest of these women.
That's right.
I still always have the feeling that Sarah and Meek are the same. I don't know why, I just always have. But people tell me I'm wrong. So...
What do we even know what's right and wrong anymore?
I know, it's terrible.
That's why everything should just be thrown out there.
Yeah, I was really hoping Meek would come on here with us tonight and clear some things up.
And she still could, hopefully. Remember, Little Miss Noble didn't show up until around this time.
Yeah, that's true.
So anything could happen.
See, to me, Ash has, I wish I could show them all, but it's just too hard because I have to download them and yada yada. Mm-hmm. But a lot of these screenshots you just sent me, again, make me think that Meek and Sarah are one and the same because they talk so similar. Their messages are so similar. The way they type, what they talk about. Ash, tell me if you think I'm wrong. Let me know. Is Ash still in here?
And Sarah is who?
That was another one on Twitter defending Nat. It was that OO Spiritual.
That's right. And was she... Like, she's not a sock account, right?
I've been told it's not, but I think it is. I think it's a sock account for Meek. That was the feeling I got. I don't know that for a fact. It's a feeling I had.
Mm-hmm. Ay.
I know. That's why you have to, and I told Katie this. I said, you need to just walk away and let it settle in your mind, let it rest, because it's so much. Can you guys imagine if it's this much for us to take in? Can you imagine how much it is for her?
Well, anytime people tell her, like, nicely, like, you should take a break for your mental health, just take a week for you and your family, and she says, no, I'm not going to stand down to the bullies. It's like, that's not what they're saying. It's not saying you're saying the bullies are right. It's just for you, for your mental health, for your sanity. Take a break.
Yeah, because this is overwhelming to me, and I'm not even a part of all that.
Yeah.
And it's been overwhelming for the last 3 or 4 days.
Yeah. I've already said this weekend I'm just going to shut my phone off and enjoy the 4th of July and take a break.
Exactly, sister.
It's a lot.
I'll be taking mine all week next week.
Yeah.
The spirit account I was told was Nat. I definitely believe personally that Meek and Sarah are one and the same. This is how I have always felt, and everybody tells me I'm wrong, but I've always felt like they're one and the same.
Yeah.
Because I wish I could pull up all these DMs, but it would take me forever, and that's not fair to people in the chat. But they're so similar. And Meek, if I'm wrong, come tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Meek's here. I feel like it.
You're sensing
Meek,
it.
if I'm wrong, get up here. You don't even have to come on the mic if you don't want to. You can type.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong, but the way they type is so identical to me.
Mm-hmm.
Look, it's you.
Yeah, that's me.
I'm so sorry for people like Sue and everybody that got caught up in this. I really am.
Yeah.
I would have more empathy for Dottie if she hadn't been so nasty in that video. You know what I mean?
think that was a result of staying quiet and then just kind of, you know, needing to let
Exploding.
all out. Yeah. And that's like what you said when everyone started staying quiet. That's when everything started getting out of hand.
And notice that's when everything was escalating because they had this cover of everybody being quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody afraid to say anything bad about Nat. So it gave them this perfect cover.
Yeah. But then also speaking up about it caused a lot of issue too, because people didn't want to hear a different opinion.
See, that's how I feel. I feel like Dottie doubled down, and then she never came back and said she was wrong that I know of. I do not see where she has said, I'm sorry I was a part of this. Maybe she has, but I haven't seen it.
I want to say people said she said something in a Manda Pants chat, but I didn't see that.
See, that's the thing. This Meek and Sarah kind of appeared out of nowhere, but were very forceful right out of the gate. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys recall. She was the one on that one video. She said, hey, you use screenshots with my picture of my son. You need to take those down right now, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
She was very ticked off about it. And I said, listen, if you're going to be posting in these groups.
Wait, this is Katie that did that?
Meek.
Oh, okay.
I said, girl, if you're going to be posting in these groups, everybody can see that picture. Why would you ever use a real picture of your kid when you're posting in this?
Oh, the profile photo. Yeah.
Oh, she's been on Reddit.
Ugh. I don't even go on Reddit.
I don't know if this is a setup, this question. I don't know. So is KJ a good person? Everybody made her out to be bad. I just quit watching her and went to different channels. I feel like that could be a setup.
It like I said before, it's acknowledging what happened to her in this particular instance was very wrong, but that does not mean how we feel about her has changed or that excusing anything she's done.
Tamara, here's my feeling. Everybody should watch whoever they want to watch. I don't ever tell anybody you should watch or not watch anybody.
No.
Well, I might say you should watch somebody because I like somebody, but I don't ever tell anybody they shouldn't watch somebody. You can watch whoever you want. People have to decide for themselves what they like, what they don't like, what they think is over the line, what isn't. But clearly this stuff was over the line, anybody's line.
Well, and that's what Katie does too. She says the trolls just go and tell everyone not to watch me, or no, they're told go check her out, see what she's about, and see if you still want to work with her. That's all it is. It's not don't watch her.
No. And I don't know that I've really seen anybody say don't go watch her. I don't know. I mean, I don't see everything, obviously. I can't be everywhere.
Well, because even when people say, who is KJ or who's Katie or who's this, it's like, go watch her and find out.
No, I mean, everybody needs to watch who you want. And, oh, that's so sweet, Erin. Thank you. Y'all are too nice. This is why I always choose enough to be around this group of people. And this is what I would like to tell Katie, because she says it's just such a bad group of people. And I'm like, it's not, though. Some of these people are so great and they have such big hearts. You know, when you all were helping me with Emily, which, by the way, she's doing better. I know you guys felt what I felt in my heart for Emily and what she's going through. And
Oh, yeah.
This is a great group of people.
Yep.
You can't say because these 4 or 5 women took this stuff way further than it should have ever been taken that everybody is bad. Everybody's not bad.
Well, and
Katie's live on YouTube. Hey,
so
Katie.
She skipped your live, but
No, she's
yeah. I mean, when you said she canceled, I was not shocked. I was actually thinking, oh, it's Monday. I think she'll cancel by tomorrow. And then lo and behold.
I kind of thought she might because and I wanted to clear this up too. I'm glad this came up because there was so much confusion on Twitter. I got to set up the scenario so you guys understand. I'm not a night owl. Y'all, I'm not. I'm usually in bed by 10 because I go and work really early in the morning. So anyway, Saturday night when we were up so late, I was shot. I couldn't get to sleep till like 1:30, but then I still get up at 6 because that's my body's set to do that. So I only had a few hours sleep. I get up Sunday, and as you know, everything's just going crazy, and I'm being bombarded with messages. And I had promised to take my grandkids to a movie that day, so I didn't have time to answer everybody, whatever. So I was in a hurry. So Monday morning, I'm even more in a hurry. I got to get to work. I'm still tired. So I posted on Twitter and said, because I didn't know Katie had already posted it, and I said, I'm going to go live with Katie Joy about the current situation. That's what I said.
Yeah.
And I said, if you have questions, please send them to me. So everybody, I shouldn't have been so vague, but I was in a hurry to get to work.
Yeah.
So what I meant was we are only going to talk about the situation with Nat because we can't go into all that other stuff. And the other part, when I said send them to me, I meant send them in a message, not post them on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I think this comedy of errors
came rolling in.
And I think she could have got a little scared off reading all those questions. And then people were like, well, why are you letting Katie dictate what you're going to do? And I said, no, that was my idea. Because if we didn't keep it to just this subject, we would be there for 12, 14 hours.
That's what I was thinking too, because there was, questions from all over, different.
Exactly.
It wasn't just pertained to this.
No, they were for things she did years ago, things she did last week. You could never do a live like that. It would have been. It would have been chaos.
Really, how do you organize it that way?
So when I first messaged with her, it was my idea to just keep it to that one subject, and that's all we'll talk about. And then hopefully someday we can come back and talk about other things. And she was like, okay, that's great. So people, when I posted, took that to me, and Katie told me what to do, and it just got silly. Katie never told me what to do or anything else.
Well, she was the one who said, I'd love to come on and share my side.
See, that's what I told people, because then somebody else was like, why are you so wanting to get her on your channel? And
no, that was her.
I said, this was Katie's idea. She asked me in a comment. She said, I would love to go live with you, yada, yada. You saw it, Carly.
Yeah. And I was actually shocked she said that, because I know it was a while ago you even said, do you want to come on? Because she says, nobody ever asked to hear my side. And
I went in her live and I asked her to go live with me.
And then it's, oh no.
And it all went bad.
Well, because I think she doesn't want to go on other channels because she can't mute. She can't block. She can't control who comes in, who leaves,
Well, so that's why I hope by keeping an open door with her, and maybe we can do it someday. Because really, where are we all going to get? If we can't keep an open door and talk like adults, where are we going to get? Nowhere. We're going to get nowhere.
I was going to suggest, doing the video, but maybe turning off comments. That way people can just listen. Because I think if she were to start reading comments, she would tap out.
Christine, I don't want you to feel bad. I totally get why you misunderstood. I should have been much clearer in that tweet. But I was rushing to get to work. Mondays are our busiest day. I was still going on not a lot of sleep. It don't feel like it's your fault. Don't take responsibility. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Everybody did it. I should have just been much more clear. I should have maybe had 2 pots of coffee that morning instead of 1.
that was a night.
I felt like I had a hangover the whole rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot.
And
Even
all I
when
drank was iced tea.
and yeah, even like reading comments the next, it was like, whoa, this is a lot.
I didn't know how she talked to people in chat. I was just watching her for the Duggar stuff.
Watch her Instagram and you'll see
Yeah.
how she talks to people. That's where she's the most raw, unfiltered, does not care what she says. Instagram is the place to see all that. Because that's the thing. A lot of people say, oh, you're fine. And I don't see how you're. And then they check out her Instagram and it's a whole nother ball game.
Thank you for that, Valerie. That's really nice. I feel like I would be more fair to her than anybody else would be. I really do.
Well, and I thought maybe she agreed to you too because you were objective with Little Miss Noble. But then I thought maybe she thought, well, wait, maybe she won't let me pull one over on her. You're not going to take her BS.
She did say that she liked the way I was so fair during the whole live with Little Miss Noble. So,
yeah.
And I would treat anybody that way. That's why I said nobody needs to be afraid to come on the mic with me.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody else, it was so funny, somebody on Twitter said something and I was like, that was the first time I ever interviewed anybody on YouTube or anywhere. And they were like, oh, I thought that was your job.
No, you make.
I thought that was so funny.
You make good popcorn.
Yeah, I make popcorn and cotton candy. That's important too.
It is. I'm going to keep begging you for candy cane popcorn until December.
I did ship out the winning popcorn cake today. Yay! She should have it tomorrow.
That actually sounds really good.
I'm a little worried because it's so hot, but this is only going Ohio to Ohio, so I'm hoping.
Oh, that's good.
No, nobody's going to control me. That's not. My husband of 36 years will tell you that's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
That's not going to happen.
I'd like to see anyone try.
Yeah. It's not gone well for other people.
No.
But I think I confused people because somebody said, oh, you did that so well. And I said, well, I have years of experience of dealing with people, manipulative people like that. And I think they took it to mean I had years of experience interviewing people. But I just,
yeah,
everybody's come across people like that, right?
Oh, yeah. I was kind of hoping.
Now we're going to have to interview Charlotte.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping Katie would honestly come on because I don't know how to word it, but, she says, troll this, troll that. It's like, Katie, you've hurt a lot of people that did not deserve it. And they deserve, I don't even want to say an apology, but just the acknowledgement of how she hurt them.
I did offer her the other time that I asked her to go live with me. I even told her I would turn the chat off.
I think that would have been the best bet.
And I had wondered when we did this if we would have to turn it off. Only because, and I don't mean this as a dig, but she gets very distracted by chat. So I was afraid if we did this, she would zero in on chat and then not be able to,
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking in my mind how it would go, and I said, okay, it'll either go, she's reading comments and then gets mad and leaves, or chat is just going to be so overwhelming that maybe you won't, you'll get distracted. It'll just be so.
Yeah. I think we could have handled it, though. I think, if we saw anything going off, we could have got it corrected. You know what I mean? I would hate to turn chat off, but if we had to, I would.
Yeah. It would take away from the goal.
Yeah, it would, for sure. But like I said, even tonight, our people are so laid back. It's, we've had a couple people fussing with each other, but looks to me like they handled it. And
Sassy Elmo, I mean raw as in she doesn't behave herself like she does on YouTube. I didn't mean raw, like in a good
Well,
way.
Christine, again, that was my idea to only talk about the current situation. I don't know if she could have. I don't know. Because she does tend to go out into other areas, and I've told her that, so this is nothing.
Well, even if you did slow mode, I wonder what's the slowest you could go.
I don't know.
You might need the. I mean, I think slow mode is frustrating, but I also understand why it's there.
Yeah, I do too.
Or sometimes if you you want to write a long comment and you can't finish, and you have to wait 2 minutes to write it again. It's like, yeah.
I know the first time I went in the chat that did it, I was like, what is wrong? Why can I?
Or you're just wanting to say hi, and then it's just, hi, everybody. I can't get to everyone.
Who do you think is lurking right now? I think there's a lot of lurkers tonight. I really do.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just reading Colleen's, but yeah.
Yeah. And even if people aren't watching tonight, they might catch the replay of it.
No, but I think some of the people involved are lurking.
Oh.
I feel like they're here.
Well,
Y'all tell me.
no need to
Tell me
hide.
if you feel it.
I think we're all being nice.
That's what I keep saying. You don't need to hide. We'll be nice. We'll all talk.
Yeah, or even come on and talk.
That's how I feel strongly. Everybody should get to have their say.
Yeah. Because I think you're impartial and just want everyone to say what they want.
Yeah, I really try hard to be, because I think it's only fair. And that's what I said. If I've talked about somebody in a video, I always feel like I should give them a chance to say what they want.
Yeah.
Somebody said we're at almost 300.
I can't see the number of
Right now, I think earlier we were close to 300. Now we're at 221.
Yeah, I can see the chat, but it just says private chat and comments. I can't.
That's so weird that you can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm being a bad mod because I can't comment.
I'm going to have to talk to StreamYard, though, because I pay the monthly fee, and now our names are gone again.
Yeah.
That really ticked me off, because that really made things confusing Saturday night when they took the names off.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, because you were like an avatar, and so was Little Miss Noble. But I think
took our pictures away, and
yeah, everyone knew who you were, but everyone was asking who I was and who she was.
Sassy Elmo, it is that feeling. It is that feeling. That's how I feel.
It's like, what's that song? I feel like somebody's watching me. I'm not gonna sing it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. I have that feeling. I wish they would just come out in the open and talk, though. There's no reason to hide.
What if Katie live streams this stream? Hi.
I think that's why we lost a bunch, though, because right when Katie went live we lost a bunch here.
Oh.
So they're probably back over on hers.
Yeah. I don't give her the views. I haven't watched a video of hers in, gosh, I don't know how long.
I think we probably had a lot of her subs over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Probably wanted to see what I would say, and then they probably went back to her channel.
Well, she said something interesting, like, my subs will support you, and like, you weren't asking for their support.
No, I was just saying it was nice when I went in the comments, because that day there was quite a few people kind of rearing at me on Twitter, and I was like, oh, it's nice to come here and people aren't, hassling me.
Wow.
But I'm a big girl. I can take it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you're going to be on YouTube, you got to be able to take it.
And I felt like she was saying, well, anyone who supports me will be nice. And like, no, I've seen your subs, the way they attack people.
Oh, they let me know how they feel for sure.
Yeah, that's what's so funny is she says it's only the trolls, or like if they say anything, I don't even want to say negative, but just constructive. Oh, you're just being a troll. My subs wouldn't ask these questions. It's all these trolls. And this was what I was referring to, the cookie. Like she was crunching loud on her video, and people, I guess, were saying, "Why are you chewing? You're being loud." And just, why can't I eat? Everybody eats. Katie, stop.
I feel bad when I drink, and I have to because my mouth gets dry. But I try to drink quietly because I know I don't like it.
Well, and the thing is, if you need to eat, fine, but she chooses the loudest food. And sometimes I'm like, she's got to be doing this on purpose because she knows it'll get a reaction.
I can't imagine.
And I've heard that there's actually like a medical term for people who don't like hearing chewing, like people eating.
That's me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it's called, but there is actually a term for it. So when she thinks people are just, it's like, no, there are people that cannot, like it's a sensory, like their brain reacts to it.
I think that's me. I really do because I hate it.
Yeah.
Hi, Crispy.
Crispy. Makes me want a Krispy Kreme donut.
I was trying to explain to my adult son earlier tonight what a mukbang was.
Oh, is that when people...
I gotta explain that to him.
Isn't that just when they eat on
camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People watch that?
Oh yeah, Trisha Paytas is famous for it.
I couldn't. I mean, she ate, well, I've seen her eat M&M's, popcorn, and now these cookies. It's like, why don't you eat like a bowl of ice cream or mashed potatoes?
There's a whole like... I only can imagine how much money Trisha Paytas is doing those. She does those big Korean corn dogs she eats. People go crazy for it.
Well, people go watch like those hot dog eating contests, and I have no interest in that. Misophonia? Misophonia. Am I saying that right?
Oh, are you talking about me and Carly? I love having Carly here.
Oh,
I think she keeps me calm.
Well, I've noticed I like talking instead of typing more.
It's so much easier, isn't it?
Yeah. And like I said, with the whole slow-mo thing, sometimes I can't be put on slow mode. I need to say what I gotta say. Yeah, see, a lot of people are saying they can't handle the chewing. See, it's not a trolling thing. It's just, it's a human nature thing.
Misophonia.
Yeah.
Misophonia. That's me. Because I will even say it to my own husband, you guys. I'll be like, oh my God, stop it. Stop chewing so loud.
Growing up, my mom would chew ice all day long. But if she heard you chewing, she would freak out. Like, well, you
that would probably be me.
And I don't think I'm a loud chewer by any means, but she would tell me to suck on my potato chips because she didn't want to hear. Like, I'm not going to suck on my potato chips. But if I'm going to eat chips, I'm not going to go on camera. No way.
She said I was suggesting slow mode for live with KJ, not now. We only did 30 seconds, so
yeah,
it's all good.
Yeah.
Most people won't even notice 30 seconds.
Well, I think it's been under control.
Yeah.
I never worry about it. I mean, if Katie were here, I would worry about it, but...
Yeah, and I think that's what she meant. If Katie was here, we'd probably have to slow it down.
Without a doubt,
sure.
Yeah. Or turn it off completely.
Well, we're about at the 2-hour mark. Does anybody have any more questions?
Has it really been 2 hours?
Huh?
Has it really been 2 hours?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Well, no wonder we went to 4 the other night.
I know. I looked up and I was like, holy cow, it's 11:30.
Like, I gotta go to bed.
I was like, where's my bedroom?
I didn't even go and read comments until the next morning because I knew I would be up a lot later then.
See, I read a few of them and then I was just so exhausted. And it took me a while to fall asleep because then you're so revved up and
yeah.
Look at the poor dog. She's just knocked out. Y'all wore her out.
Your kitty.
Yeah, my cat.
I knew if I stayed up and started reading comments, I would have not fallen asleep.
That's why I put it down. I was like, oh, I can't get this started or I'll be up all night.
But then when I woke up, I was like, oh boy, what I got to look forward to? But everyone, for the most part, was saying you did really good.
Oh, I appreciate people so much.
Yeah.
People were so nice and saying they thought I did it the right way. That meant a lot to
Yeah.
me, really. Meant a
Well,
lot.
Well, like I told you on Twitter, I did not see one comment where they believed Miss Noble. Because even, like I said, even Katie has people that believe her, but I didn't see one person say they believed Miss Noble.
No, only in on a couple YouTube comments looked like a friend of hers was there sticking up for her, but that's the only one I've seen.
People have said Twitter, there's people on Twitter that have defended her, but in all the comments, I was like, wow, this poor girl, nobody believes her.
I agree with you, Heather. I think we're all done with this. I think we all just want to move forward and go back to having some fun. And
Yeah.
all this dark stuff is not good for anybody.
No.
It's just not good at all. And Aaron, you did not drive me crazy with your questions. Never think that. It's only been 1 hour. You guys, we've been here since 7.
Maybe they
It's
came in
9.
late.
You guys are making me think I'm crazy now. I gotta look at my phone.
It's only 5 p.m. It's not later.
It's 9 o'clock.
A government worker can be a mailman? Are you referring to Little Miss Noble, what she said?
Who are you talking to?
Crispy. Yeah.
A government worker can be a mailman. Okay. Hey, Tamara, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I would thought, am I nuts? Have we not been here 2 hours? Y'all did do that to me.
I don't know about anyone else, but I've been here 2 hours. What did Ellen say her mental health? I thought she said she had depression.
She listed off a couple things.
Yeah. The only one I remember was depression. I don't want to just guess on the other one.
You were like, nope, I call it like it is. That's, in my videos, I usually say conversations with Kay, and I just say it like it is.
Yeah. You need shirts that say that.
I'm glad it was an eye-opener, Sue. I think it woke a lot of people up to what was going on, and I think my heart hurts for the ones that knew then they were betrayed, because I know it woke a lot of people up that night.
I thought it was a big dose of reality.
Yeah.
That a lot of us weren't aware of, myself included.
We just got to remember to stand together and never let anything go like this again. And if you see something, say something.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be quiet, no matter who tells us. We're not going to.
Yeah, if anyone's thinking about doing this kind of stuff, I would rethink it, because now people are going to, if they suspect you, they're going to say something. I wouldn't even do it.
Don't go real life. That's the thing.
No. Or
but
even
I think
don't go fake. Don't make fake screenshots. Don't make fake reports. Don't. Because then in the end, when the truth comes out.
Yeah, she said she had quite a few mental disabilities and stuff, but I felt like, and I don't usually feel like this, but I felt like it was her trying to cover herself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt.
Yeah. I'm wondering what she was hoping to accomplish by coming on, other than, I mean, she shared her side, but I was shocked that she was still, because I asked her, are you still going to be friends with Nat? And she didn't say no.
No, she was still standing by her because, well, she had to really think about it. With all the stuff that's come out, she had to keep sticking with Nat because she was covering her own butt.
Nat didn't really stick with her by emailing Katie that she was the one orchestrating everything, or at least
And I want to say this before we go. I thought it was so telling. Remember when I kept reading the part that Nat said, "Little Miss Noble helped me"?
Yeah.
And then the next day, or like 2 days later, the screenshots came out with Little Miss Noble saying, "But Nat never told me she was going to put that in there." So I think
Oh,
that really threw her for a loop that night because she knew Nat was going to email Katie, but she didn't know that was going to be in there. And I think that was Nat covering her ass.
yeah.
I think that was Nat being like, if I'm going to go down, you're going to go down.
Yeah. My goodness.
It's like rats jumping
Well,
off a
well, and it sounds like
ship.
either it's sock accounts or it's other people that still haven't been, I don't want to say exposed, but for lack of a better word, probably like, how do I cover myself?
I mean, you just saw it all week, all these rats jumping off the ship.
and I'm still not even halfway through it all. Not even
Girl,
close.
you have to take multiple day breaks to get through it.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Even when I try to, throughout the day, I'll try to check, and then I'm like, holy cow, it's been an hour. I need to get off my phone.
Yeah.
And then when I wait a day, then there's more to read. It piles on, and then I'm like, screw it. I don't want to read it.
I'm gonna go through these screenshots that Ash sent me, and I'll probably make a video. I'll just go ahead and make a regular video with those. It's just too hard to go through them all in a live, especially last minute like this. But I do think from what I saw, there's some interesting ones in there for sure. So if it's okay with Ash, I will make a video with those. Maybe we could do like a premiere, and Ash and I can get on the mic or just talk while it's showing.
Yeah.
How's that sound, guys?
Are they all screenshots about salts or like a mix of?
There's a mix.
Oh boy.
Unless everybody's tired of seeing screenshots. I don't know. People might be worn out with it.
Well, I kind of want the screenshots all in one place, because if you try to read everything on Twitter, or some profiles are private or protected, and
so then you only see half of it.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
so
crazy.
I think that's why I'm so back, because it's all over the place. It's like I just need a book or a video to show it all.
Thank you, Ash.
I think that'd be a good idea. Or we need a person that's really good at mentally organizing stuff and to explain it all.
Hydination. Oh, I can't even say that. I'm not going to try.
Hydantonian. Hydantonian. Got it? What is that?
I don't know if they're saying that's what Little Miss Noble said.
I don't remember her saying that, unless I totally missed it.
I'm kind of lost on that one.
There were parts
I think for sure there's going to be charges filed. I don't know how there couldn't be. This stuff went too dark, too deep, too scary.
Well, did you see her live stream where Todd in the background was saying like he didn't even know about those allegations until she was talking about it right there?
Yeah, I was shocked.
I cannot believe that. Like,
I was shocked. I don't know. Hi, True Ball Wax. I don't know. I don't know.
Hi, Waxy. Good to see you.
I don't think that video's up anymore, Miscellaneous. I'm pretty sure she privated it.
It's private, yeah.
Yeah, Sherry, all the rats were jumping off the raft.
Yeah, jumping ship.
The whole week, that's all I could think of in my head is all these rats jumping off.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, why all of a sudden all these people are blocking me?
Well, yeah, if they do, they do. It is. You know.
I don't care. But I just thought it was kind of funny because I probably have the smallest channel out of any of them. So what kind of threat am I, you know?
Well, I think you're going to grow a lot more now after that video.
I still don't get what that comment, it must be.
Yeah, what does that mean? But yeah, I could not believe that he was. And then on that same stream, she was saying they can't touch Nat because she's in the UK, but they now have people in the US to pin it on, and they're screwed.
Yeah.
So when I don't know if that's why I was like, okay, is she just going after the ones who made those false allegations, or is she really just wanting to go guns blazing and sue everyone who talks about her?
I think she's going to have to stick to the ones that made the threats and the, yeah. So I think it'll end up being like the top 2 people.
Yeah, well, she's demanding.
Just a feeling I get.
Yeah, she's been demanding T-Spiracy take down her video with the audio of the 10 hours in the room thing. But if I remember correctly, T-Spiracy said this is not factual. This is, kind of come to your own conclusion. And, she didn't say this is for a fact what he said. So I
never agreed. I said this before. I'll say it again. I think T-Spiracy is here. I never agreed with her putting that on there. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like it. I never agreed with it.
Yeah.
But I can't tell her what to do either.
Yeah.
But I just didn't think it was. You guys know, I don't like kids being involved in anything. I just don't like it. I've said that from the first video I made last year. My big thing was not using minors for content, and I don't think we should use her sons at all in any video. I just don't.
Yeah. Because he's innocent, and
he has no say in anything.
I'm just scared that he'll figure out how to get on YouTube and will read he'll be watching his mom's channel and be able to read stuff.
No, that would break my heart.
Yeah.
That's what I said. We all got to protect kids when we can. And it's just never acceptable to go after children or use them or.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, what?
There's your little babies. They're so sweet.
She's making a mess.
See, I was listening to my granddaughter giggling earlier. My daughter always sends me videos, and all I can think in my heart is if somebody had gone after my children like this, you don't even want to see.
Exactly.
So
that's why I can't even pretend to excuse that was okay.
No, never.
And
all right, you guys. Well, I'm going to jump off, but I thank you all so much. Thank you to the new subs. I hope you stick around. Thank you guys for all your support after Saturday night. It meant so much to me. It was a crazy night. None of us knew that was going to happen. So.
No, that was off the cusp, unplanned.
Hey, Crystal, thank you for modding tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't help with commenting.
I always appreciate you here, Carly. I have so much fun having you on the mic with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
I think it's a good blend,
Yeah, it flows.
Oh, for the popcorn? Oh, we didn't do the contest. Oh, dang it. Did people already leave?
But how many people are here?
Oh, we still have 180. Here, we'll do just a really quick contest.
Yeah.
How can I do a fast one? Pick a number between 1 and 50. First one to get the number I'm thinking of without going over, Price is Right rules, gets something free. But you will have to send me your address. So if you're Larry, I run a real business. If you don't want to send me your address, don't play the game.
You have my address.
We'll see who gets it. We'll go just a couple minutes here. Thank you so much, Crystal.
I see 15.
We'll see if somebody gets it real quick. Somebody is within one number of it, so I think they're probably going to win it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's cheating.
No. I've had her popcorn and it's delicious.
Oh, thank you, Carly.
And I'm gonna keep bugging you for peppermint or candy cane. What do you call it?
You're going to get the first batch when we start making it again.
What's it called? Is it candy cane that you call
Candy
it?
cane popcorn.
Candy-
Oh,
yeah.
it's the best thing ever.
Because last year I used candy cane Hershey Kisses and melted them and poured it on. It was so good.
Dang it, I had the winner just a second ago. Now I can't find them.
What was the number?
28. 28. Somebody said 27. Who was it?
Oh, I saw that. That was.
Who said 27?
Oh, where'd it go? That was my first guess. But
Oh, Cassie. Oh no, that's 47.
I think it was Beatrix. Beatrix Kiddo.
I'm trying to find it.
It's one of the top ones.
Let me go back. Can you oh, here it is. I was wondering, Carly, can you highlight people's comments like I do?
No, I can't. I can hide them but I can't highlight them.
Aw. Beatrix, you're the winner.
Yay!
Email me at damngoodpopcorn@gmail.com or message me on Twitter or Facebook. Send me your address and I will get something. Thanks for playing, guys. Sorry I forgot to do the contest till the very end.
Waxy wants your website.
Oh, damngoodpopcorn.com.
Yeah.
Somebody said Stacy said it first.
I think I can link it real quick.
Stacy said it first. Let me go back.
I thought it was Beatrix, but I'm so sorry if I'm wrong.
I'll go back and look again. Oh, she did. She said it right before. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Both of you send me. I'll give you both something. My bad. We'll just give out 2 prizes. How's that? That way everybody's happy.
That's awesome.
So message me, guys, and I will send you a prize in the mail. And thank you again for being here tonight, guys.
Thanks,
if I don't see you before then, have a great weekend.
And have a good 4th of July if I don't see any of you.
Bye, guys. Thanks, Carly.
Bye. Thank you.